This Water Passion, it was a really groundbreaking piece because it was the first passion, which is typically a Judeo-Christian story that used Eastern elements and Eastern thinking and Eastern philosophy and Eastern musical sounds and singing styles and worship styles as well. So there are a lot of elements of rhythm that are played, of course, in water and with stones, and then all of our traditional instruments like cello and violin, and the voices are all being used as rhythm instruments as well.
Tandun is one of those composers who connects East and West. He grew up in China, a child of the Chinese Revolution, started out working in the rice fields, from that to New York City. Recreating music from East to West is a very, very special thing. When you're talking about Tandun, you're talking about musical performance that is creative. It has lighting, it has special sound effects. It uses things that are metaphor for the meaning of the music. For example, water in this case is a metaphor for the baptism of Christ. So he's a very unique composer who's done some extremely extraordinary and groundbreaking developments for the century. So this is a work that's not for symphony orchestra. It is for choir. That's the main focus. The choir is commenting on the action of the story of St. Matthew Passion, and they react to the singers. One of them is, of course, Christ, and the other one is Mary Magdalene. And we have two instrumentalists which are mic'd up, and they have a lot of improvisation. Everything, in fact, is mic'd up, including water.
Tandun, he really requires us to go beyond who we are as musicians, and explore the whole range of our emotions. And it's unusual for choral singers to have to do that. We have to shout, and we have to be angry, and we have to spit, and we have to snore, and so we were definitely outside our comfort zone.
The story is still the same. It's still the Passion, but it's just told in a totally different way and very unique. And so as a musician, it's such a challenge.
We've never done anything like this before, definitely. It's the whole genre is totally different for us. When I looked at the music the first time, I just went, oh no, what are we into? Because it was, like Scott said, it's not what we're used to reading. It's not your four, SATB lined up nice and neat, the one signature, maybe it changes a little bit. This sometimes changes time signatures every other measure or every measure. And so you have to be in the back of your mind counting every single beat and knowing that, okay, one less beat, one less beat, one less beat.
It's beautifully put together with the sounds of water and a song that basically goes on and around and different lines that come together. And of course it's drawing on the very, very early themes of the piece, which are beautifully laid out in the very, very first page of music, which is a circle. It's not usually like the music is written out, but it's a circle, and the musicians can sing from this note to this note, or this note to this note, and they can start here, they can start there. So even the music is a beautiful picture of art.
That's it. Song. Bravo. E. Excellent.
We're all learning how to sing every rehearsal. And it's a journey. For me, learning how to control my breath and to be able to take it to that level is so special.
I've been taken aback myself and just experiencing that the whole sound and emotion and the visualization that goes on. There's just a lot to it.
This piece has been with me for many, many years, and we have a fantastic choir. And so to bring together all of my history with the work and a place where this is now my home, this is sort of my place of artistic development.
The Passion has become a really important symphonic and choral genre. In the 21st century, it's really like a major work for the 21st century. Now these passions are being written more and more, and because the passion story then has also morphed into connecting into modern passion subjects. So things like, so rather than Jesus being the persecuted and then person who tells a story of hope, composers are telling stories of, say, persecution of homosexuals, or persecution of the poor, or persecution because of race, and using racial subjects and gender issues and whatnot as the passion figure, but then also telling a story of justice and hope as well, and then setting powerful music to it. So I think it's a really important genre, and there are numerous ones out there, and numerous ones by local composers as well. So I think the sky's the limit once we've done this.